Since Guardian Games has started yesterday, it is a great time to be grinding out weapon patterns. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a sniper rifle, Thoughtless, and why you should actually be grinding for this weapon in the first place. One reason why we're talking about this weapon today is for the fact that I'm not 100% sure if this weapon will actually be available next season. I'm not sure if you'll be able to actually get the weapon patterns that you need to be able to actually craft the weapon. So it's a good time with Guardian Games going on to actually grind out these weapon patterns and get you the ability to actually craft one. Now, when we talk about crafting, I'm actually going to go over the PVE and PvP roles that I have or that I like to use, and we'll pretty much just go from there. I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet as possible. For those of you that don't know, enhanced traits really help out the weapon a lot. They give you additional benefits, and I enjoy the fact that Bungie has actually added weapon crafting. Now, like GG, this weapon does rate a 4.8 in PvE and a 4.2 inside of PvP. So it's all around a really good sniper rifle. And with the upcoming changes that Bungie has released as far as in regards to flinch and stuff, stability will come into a factor, but right now I'm not talking about stability as much. Stability will mainly come into play for PvP once those changes go live. Now, as far as crafting this weapon for PvE, it is an outstanding weapon. There's plenty of perks that we can actually go with, in my opinion, that work really well with this sniper. Now, snipers aren't in the best place as far as like damage or artifact mods or anything like that, but you never know, and I like to collect weapons. That's one of my favorite things to do in Destiny. I have all kinds of weapons back from vanilla D2, and that's one of my favorite things that I enjoy about this game. So I'm not sure if Thoughtless will be available or any of the season weapons will be available next season to actually craft. I know if you already unlocked a pattern, you'll be able to craft it, but if you haven't unlocked a pattern, you may not be able to actually get the weapon anymore, so it's a good time to actually grind for it. Now, for PvE, what I'm actually using is hammer forge rifling for the additional range, a pended mag, that way I get one extra round in my magazine, and then I'm using enhanced overflow, so that'll actually increase my mag size. I'll be able to put out more damage per second, and I'm also using firing line. So if you're playing in-game content, when you're with your fire team, you're actually getting a 20% bonus in damage, and it's really nice. You actually can really see it. Now, for my mod, you could actually go for major spec, or what I like to use is actually backup mag. It really gives me more damage per second because I'm able to just keep shooting. I don't really have to worry about reloading or anything like that. I could just lay into the target. Now, I'm sure you're probably wondering, why am I not using headstone? Headstone is a great trait, especially for mid-game content, for like Gambit or something. It's great. There's nothing wrong with that. The only issue that I have with headstone is usually I like to play more harder content. So in Grandmasters, you're not going to use your sniper rifle to kill like a Dreg or anything. I need my special weapon to put out. I like headstone on more of a primary weapon, not special weapons, because I need my special weapon to put out that damage that I need to get the kill, or, you know, to actually come off. Your only way you're going to take advantage of headstone is if you get a precision kill, and that's what spawns the stasis crystal. It does benefit you as far as when you do get the kill, but I'm mainly using this weapon as a DPS weapon, so I like overflow and firing line. Those are my two go-to perks for PvE. I'm also using a range masterwork, and like I said, backup mag mod. Those are my favorite perks for PvE. Now, since this weapon is craftable, obviously if you wanted to try headstone, you can change it and go with enhanced headstone, but that's just my personal opinion. I like overflow and firing line. Now, jumping into PvP. Now, for PvP, my role has changed dramatically. As far as the barrel goes, I am going with arrowhead break. That gives me a plus 30 in recoil, and it gives me a plus 10 in handling. This will make my recoil a perfect 100 without any other weapon mod to actually increase the recoil for me. So I don't have to worry about that. The weapon shoots straight up and down. I don't have to worry about swaying from side to side or anything like that when I'm firing. For my magazine perk, I am using accurized rounds because it gives me a plus 9, I believe, in range, which is nice. I like to have the extra range if I need it. Now, for my first enhanced trait, I am using firmly planted. And there's a reason why I'm using firmly planted. I notice a lot of people do not use it, but you get a major increase in accuracy, stability, and handling when you're firing while crouched. And it is absolutely amazing, especially to come slide in, aim down sights, and just get the kill right then and there, quick and clean. I love firmly planted on this sniper rifle. I've tried many other perks in this column. Perpetual Motion may be the only other one that I actually like on this weapon. It's okay, but you cannot beat firmly planted. You can actually just come in with the slide, pop them. That's it. Quick and clean. You get out of there. You don't have to worry about trying to level up with your target or anything. That's the way I like to play with all snipers to begin with, especially if I don't have a perk like opening shot, which this sniper rifle does not come with. Firmly planted works exceptionally well. And I've also noticed that if I'm not using firmly planted, if I'm using like during the period of time where I actually had to level up the weapon, I had to use compulsive reloader, you know, because I didn't have anything else unlocked at the time. And I struggled aiming down sights and actually trying to get a kill off without having firmly planted. So firmly planted, sliding in, getting a kill, it worked amazing. For you to just be standing there and trying to get a shot off or trying to slide in and get a shot, I felt like my reticle was just off just by a millimeter or so, and I just wouldn't get the kill, and it was frustrating for me. So enhanced firmly planted is definitely the go-to perk for me. I highly recommend you try it if you're against it, because it is fantastic of a perk, especially in trials. If you're just sliding around the corner and you just want to get a quick shot off, you could do that, and 9 times out of 10 you'll get the kill if they're sitting there looking. So I personally firmly planted the enhanced firmly planted trait. It states greatly increased accuracy, stability, and handling when firing while crouched. And normally with a sniper rifle, I like to fire when I'm crouched anyway, just because I don't want to peek my head up and get killed, you know. So I like to crouch for a lot of weapons, even fusion rifles and stuff. So like shotguns, I don't really recommend using firmly planted, but on this sniper rifle, it's amazing. Definitely go try it. If you haven't tried it already, I would highly recommend it. And like I said, for the next perk, you could use Perpetual Motion. It's in the same column. But I don't really see the benefit in using Perpetual Motion. It does give you the increased stats, kind of like firmly planted, but you do not get the increased accuracy. And the accuracy you can definitely feel and notice when you are actually shooting while crouched. And besides, when you go in engagement and you have a sniper rifle or a fusion or anything like that, you're trying to keep your head low. You don't want to get picked off. And that's one of the benefits with firmly planted, because I already play a crouched play style anyways when I'm using majority of my special weapons, other than shotguns. You know, shotguns you just ape. Now for my final trait column, I am using enhanced snapshot sights. Now Bungie said that sniper rifles are actually going to get a buff for their handling as far as like the snappiness of them, because they feel like they're too slow, and I agree. If I don't have snapshot sights, I'm screwed. I feel like I can't use a sniper rifle unless I'm hard scoping like crazy. I gotta have snapshot sights. Quick draw used to be a good perk as well, but since they nerfed that into the dirt, it's pretty much useless unless it's on the shotgun. And for me, I gotta have snapshot sights. That way I could get my sight in, shoot, and get out of there. That's the main way that I play sniper rifles. I don't really sit in one spot. I don't like doing anything like that. I like to peek. I like to usually, just like I said, I like to come slide in, peek, shoot, get out of there. That's the thing that I like to do. That's how most players play. Now there are other perks in this column. We did talk about headstone. You can use headstone inside PvP if you're just trying to meme. The main problem with headstone is the fact that after you get the kill off, you know, you got to break the crystal. You got to run up there. Usually when you're shooting a sniper rifle and you get a kill, it's from a further distance. So I don't recommend picking headstone, but that's just my opinion. Like I said, the main god roll that you're going to be looking for PvP is going to be arrowhead break because of the recoil, accurized rounds for the range, enhanced firmly planted because I love that perk. The increased accuracy is amazing, especially if you like to slide in, peek, shoot, and get out of there. Enhanced snapshot sights also increases stability, so that will play a major role in next season. And like I said, I am using range masterwork with a sprint grip mod. Now this weapon does come with the origin trait called Land Tank. It does give you extra resilience. That's just a nice trait to have. It's just extra, you know, just extra stats. Help you stay alive a little bit longer, I guess. And it does stack up to 3 times. You know, obviously you got to get 3 kills in a row to actually proc that, but it does give you the extra resilience. It's nice to have just in case you get in a primary fight or anything like that. But this weapon is a great weapon. I highly recommend you guys go ahead and try it out. After you reach level 20 with this weapon, you will get a bump to all of your stats. It's a minor bump, but it's still a bump nonetheless. And like I said, with these enhanced traits, it really brings the game full circle. So it really helps out the casual player, because then you're able to actually craft a weapon and get those extra stats if you're not good enough to actually get adept weapons. Me personally, I have some adept weapons, but I don't have every adept weapon in the game. So it's nice to actually be able to craft some weapons, you know, work, life, kids, stuff like that. You don't have time to actually grind everything all the time. And one of the biggest things that a lot of people are complaining about were the adept weapons inside of the raid. So the master raid is somewhat pointless. You get adept weapons, but the weapons are you know, the base weapons craftable. So it's like really no point in actually going for the master raid anyways to get the adept weapons. A lot of people were hoping that the actual base adept weapon would actually be craftable, but unfortunately that's not the way it's actually working. So you can actually do the regular raid, unlock the patterns, and then just craft your own weapon, and you still get enhanced traits, you still get minor bumps. So I'm not sure what Bungie plans on doing about that, but we'll just have to see in the future. Also, before you go, I did want to talk about this sniper rifle as far as stability. That will play a major role next season. So if we did have to change some stuff around with this weapon, I could re-review it next season. We'll just see how those changes go as far as flinch and everything else. Stability is supposed to play a major factor in flinch resistant and stuff like that. So we'll just have to see. This weekend, in a few days, I will have a review of the new SMG that was released with Guardian Games, so please stay tuned for that. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Thank you all so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.